Good morning, Miss Afida. You're from Group 3, and I'm Xiao Hui. The chosen sporting event for our group is FIFA World Cup that will be held in Italy. The FIFA World Cup is an international association football competition contested by the senior men national team of the member of the Federation International Football Association and will be held every 4 years once. 2026 Italy FIFA World Cup will be held in 12 different stadiums in Italy that will be shown in the slide later. The final of FIFA World Cup 2026 will be held at San Siro. The tentative date for FIFA World Cup will be on 31st July 2026 until 30th August 2026. Now I'm going to talk about the destination profile. Tester is used to analyze. First, I'm going to talk about political factors. Italy is a unitary parliamentary republic with a written constitution. The Five-Star Movement, the Democratic Party, and the Lega are the three most powerful political parties in Italy. In the previous several years, the country has been affected by the political instability, tension between the ruling partners, and disagreement over policies. Next will be economic factors. Italy's economy is among the world top 10. Italy is well known for having one of the world's most powerful export economies. Packaged medicine, automobiles, vehicle parts are among its bigger exports, with most of them going to Germany, France, and United States. Next will be social factors. Young Italians enjoy making friends on a daily basis. They generally meet in bars, cafes, and cinema. Moreover, many Asian and African travelers also spoke of their interaction with races. Next will be technological factors. Over the years, Italy has achieved great advancement in the digital world. In Italy, internet usage is rapidly increasing, and businesses are sustainably investing in scientific and technology research. Now I'll be talking about environmental factors. Italy is one of the most stunning countries on the planet. Many architectural landmarks may be found in Rome, Venice, and Milan. Every year, millions of tourists are immersed by the country's breathtaking scenery, such as UNESCO World Heritage Sites and Renaissance buildings. Lastly, I'll be talking about legal factors. Italy government encourages foreign direct investment by providing incentives such as subsidized loan, cash grant, and tax credit. All legal employment entitlements, including vacation, sick leave, mandatory leave, are available to the employee. Now I'll pass the presentation to the next presenter. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Khai Sin, and I'll be presenting the rationale for the destination to hold the event. For this part, SWOT has been used to analyze the factors. First of all, the strength of the stadium in Italy is the strategic location. They are located in or near city centers, surrounded by home and local businesses, transit stations, and hotels. Besides, the capacity of the stadium is also an advantage. In Italy, the San Siro Stadium can accommodate more than 80,000 people, while the capacity of Stadio Olimpico is about 70,000, and there are more stadiums that can be used for the games. As for the weakness, Italy has a relatively outdated stadium. Some Italian stadiums have not been updated since the 1990 World Cup. They are all old stadiums with less modern amenities compared to most American stadiums. There are insufficient public lavatories and the spare provision of facilities. Next, although the infrastructure around the stadium are easily accessible, the traffic around the stadiums are terrible when football matches are held. There is lack of security in controlling the traffic. The opportunity is the potential of revenue growth. As FIFA World Cup is one of the most anticipated mega sporting events in the world, it will definitely attract many visitors from all around the world. The revenue from food and beverages, the use of function space, and advertising in the stadium will help in the growth of revenue. Since the stadium in Italy need renovations, these stadiums also have the potential to bring fans back to the sporting venue to revive the unique social fan experience. For example, integration of 5G technology or smart stadium like smart security and smart sustainability solution that can enhance stadium operations and security. For the threat, weather is a threat because all the stadiums being proposed are outdoor stadiums. They tend to be more vulnerable to weather being directly exposed to the atmosphere. For example, the occurrence of storm and lightning that may cease the play immediately. Lastly, Italy faced a major economic downturn and the sports sector is no exception. Major events have been disrupted. The essential revenue stream from sponsorship, production and distribution of media rights to ticketing and in-stadium corporate hospitality have suddenly dried up. So that's all for this part. I'll now pass the presentation to the next presenter. Thank you.
So very good morning, I'm Wei Lian. So right now, let us start to the planning and staging part of our event bidding. So let's start with the gameplay equipment first. So first of all, we'll be needing referees to make judgment. So video assistant referees will be on duty for every game. A unique VAR, video assistant referee, will be assigned to each of the 18 referees selected for the tournament, forming a part of a 4-strong team, alongside with the assistant referees and the 4th officials. Main video assistant referees, which we call VAR, will be accompanied by a VAR, assistant video assistant referee, and an offside video assistant referee. Next, there will be volunteers to guide athletes around, to welcome important people and help lost visitors and do much more. Later on, that we'll need the FIFA World Cup trophy, because as we are holding the 2026 World Cup, and the trophy is always being brought home to the winner for every 4 years. So we will have to obtain the trophy from the previous winner in 2022, and we don't know who yet, because the 2022 World Cup is next year. Next, there will be scorecards needed to jot down the scores, and there will be stoppage time signs to show stoppage times when there are times wasted during the official match, and there will be medals for the champions, the first runner-up, and the second runner-up. Also, not to mention, there will be public liability insurance for football team if in case there's anything happening or any accidents happens. There's an insurance company to cover up any losses being faced by the national team or the players. Next, there will be a group drawing. So as for the group drawing, national teams play the other threes in the group just once, means that there will be only 3 games in one group match, and a win is worth 3 points, a tie is worth 1 point, and a loss means 0 point. So the 2 teams with the highest point totals at the end of the 3 games move on to the knockout rounds. So how do we draw the 32 national teams? So 5 from the Asian Football Confederation, 5 from the Confederation of African Football, 14 from the Union of European Football Association, including the host, which is Italy, and 3 from the Confederation of North Central American and Caribbean Association of Football, and 5 from the South American Football Confederation. Next, we'll be looking on to the infrastructure being planned in the 2026 FIFA World Cup. So for the stadiums, we will be having several stadiums to cater for the matches, because there are 32 teams around and we'll be playing for 1 whole month. There won't be only like 1 or 2 stadiums to cater around that much matches. And later on, there will be accommodation. For accommodation, we have proposed to select location which are nearby the stadiums in order to make sure that the travel time for the athletes are reduced to avoid any accidents or risks. And there will be an IT&T and proposed location of the International Broadcasting Center to make sure that football fans all around the world could watch the match on TV or even support their own favorite national team or their favorite player. Also, there will be facilities for teams and referees. So we all know that before football matches, we need warming up, we need trainings to make sure that the coaches could implement their tactics as well. So there will always be a training ground provided for the national team to prepare for their match. So the training grounds are being loaned from the Serie A, which is the Italian League's football club, and we're going to loan the training ground from them to make sure that every team could train on their optimum level. Next, there will be a proposed location for the staging of the FIFA Fan Fest. So first of all, what is FIFA Fan Fest? So FIFA Fan Fest is a public viewing event organized by the FIFA and the host cities during the FIFA World Cup. So it's an essential part of the tournament since 2006 in Germany. So the Fans Fest takes an ironic location of the host cities. So for Paris, it may be under the Eiffel Tower. So as for Italy, we propose Rome, and it features broadcasts of the football matches on giant screens. There's live concerts, there's parties, there's food, beverage, and other activities and entertainment. Next will be transport and mobility, which includes airport. So for there will be team buses for every respective team to travel from the accommodation to the stadium and to the training ground. And as for the airports there will be an easier flow for the national team from their country to Italy by establishing them a visa-free environment, or to facilitate existing visa procedure for individuals involved in the competition. We have proposed 12 stadiums for the FIFA 2026 Italy World Cup. So there's San Siro in Milan, there's Stadio Olimpico in Rome, there's Stadio San Nicola in Bari, there's Stadio San Paolo, and furthermore, the last one will be Stadio Nero Rocco, as we can see on the table. So as you can see, there are red highlighted numbers there on the seats. The reason why we highlighted this red seats because from the previous FIFA World Cup in 2018, the FIFA organization has been coming out in a policy where they hope that every stadiums which host the FIFA World Cup being played would have a minimum of 40,000 capacities in seats. So you can see above there's like 7 stadiums. The first 7 stadiums are more than 40, but the one at the bottom doesn't cater that much. So we want to take the opportunity to upgrade the seats inside the red highlighted stadiums. Next, there will be the timeline for the 2026 Italy FIFA World Cup. From 2023 to 2025, there will be qualification matches in respective confederations like what I've mentioned previously, for example, the UEFA, the CONCACAF. And for 2024 to 2026, there will be a preparation for the 2026 Italy World Cup, such as stadium upgrading, sponsors, accommodations, and volunteers. And on 31st July onwards, there will be an opening match and opening ceremony. And for the 31st July 2026 and to the 14th of August 2026, there will be a group stage match. And from the 16th August to 28th August will be quarters and semi-finals. And from the 30th of August, there will be the finals and closing ceremony. That's all for my part. I'll be passing to the next presenter.
So good morning, Miss. So I will start with the sponsor and partner. So FIFA World Cup has 7 all-time partners, which has also acted as sponsor for the game. So for 6 major partners are Adidas, Coca-Cola, Wanda, Hyundai, and Kia, Water Airway, and Visa. So these top 6 all-time partners allowing athletes and organizers to focus more on training and production of their sports and reduce stress when it comes to finding money to train and put on event. So for example, Adidas had led all managed development in boots, ball, apparel, technology, and this dedication to the sport and its close relationship with athletes and teams enable Adidas to become an integral part of the history. So to present the present and the future of football since 1970, Adidas has been supplying the official match ball for all FIFA World Cups matches. When it comes to ambassador, we will choose Paola Maldini as the ambassador. Paola Maldini is an Italian former professional footballer who played primarily as a left back and center defender for AC Milan and the Italian national team. So he's widely regarded as one of the greatest ever defenders and one of the greatest players of all time. So Maldini held the record for most appearances in Series A with 647 until 2020. So as Maldini as FIFA ambassador, he can promote the sales of branded product through marketing campaign that help raise awareness. He may also help plan marketing campaign, attend events, and oversee supply line for advertising. So Maldini promotes brand loyalty and trust. Said Maldini as ambassador is an easy and engaging way to make your Italian people around the world feel more connected to Italy. So plus Maldini clearly expressed that what FIFA actually stand for. So lastly will be the marketing. To simplify, FIFA use a heavy marketing approach. How FIFA going to utilize it and benefit from this heavy marketing approach? So in this case, FIFA ensure a mass scale marketing and advertising of events. With such a big budget, the promotion have always been on the rise when there is a FIFA World Cup. For example, the song named Waka Waka or the Road to Russia also have always been people's slogan or song which go viral and remain in the heart of people till many years. So it promotes the whole event through the traditional and online advertising mediums. The planning is done well in advance as no one can expect such a big event to fall apart. So as mentioned, FIFA has strong association with global brands like Emirates, Adidas, Coca-Cola, Sony, Hyundai, Kia Motor, Visa. So etc., which will definitely giving more advantages for FIFA World Cup in 2026. So when it comes to risk management, the first one will be terrorism. Due to the size of crowd and resulting bottleneck, large event venue are significant risk for terrorist threats like shooter attacks and explosive device detonation. So to prevent and mitigate this incident, it is necessary to ensure that the venue has comprehensive anti-terrorism strategy in place. So this may include deploying a mass notification system, establish lockdown procedure, and ensuring effective communication with security team and event attendees. So the second one will be stampede. Most of the stampede happens due to loss overcrowd density. Evacuation plan will be created to handle this situation. So in case of evacuation, the important factors are when to evacuate and when to evacuate. An effective and efficient routing plan is essential because of unusual surge in travel demand and scarce network supply. So a number of personnel who have clear roles and responsibility will be appointed and plan set of action will be taken by this personnel. So the last will be hooliganism. Hooliganism is destructive or unlawful behavior such as rioting and bullying, usually in connection with crowd or at sporting event. To reduce this problem, make sure sufficient CCTV are installed in every stadium so fans could be monitored and visiting fans will segregate from home supporters. So police intelligence and banning order for hooligans also help reduce violence at matches. This also enable further identification of who was attending matches and preventing hooligans with previous conviction from causing trouble. So that's all. I will pass to the next presenter.
Moving on to the potential consequences of holding the FIFA World Cup in Italy, there is a risk of financial loss instead of an economic growth boost. Hosting this major sports event can be extremely costly. Huge expenses will be made in order to build new facility, for example, gym, wellness center. Holding in the FIFA World Cup in Italy right after Italy won the UEFA Euro in 2020 had its benefit and potential consequences. Firstly, by hosting the FIFA World Cup in Italy, it will help to improve the economic growth for Italy. There would be an increase in consumer spending within the country, as many of the locals would spend to travel locally to attend this event or to travel during this festivity. Apart from that, there would also be a possible significant during this festivity increase of spending from foreigners in Italy, as people from all over the world would be flying into Italy to attend the event. Hence, this would be able to stimulate the growth of the economy of Italy. Additionally, since Italy has recently won the UEFA Euro League 2020, the local would be in high spirit to attend this major football event to support their home team. When consumers are in high spirit, consumption would increase as follows. Following the expenses from local and foreign tourists, the industry that would receive the most significant growth is the tourism industry in Italy. For example, people will be booking hotels and restaurants around the cities that are holding the event. Moreover, tourists that have traveled abroad may take this opportunity to sightsee around the country, visiting parks, museums, and other tourist attractions that to generate income for the tourism industry. Moving on to the potential consequences of holding the FIFA World Cup in Italy, there is a risk of financial loss instead of an economic growth boost. Hosting this major sports event can be extremely costly. Huge expenses will be made in order to build new facilities, for example, gyms, wellness center, and then to repair roads, refurbishing infrastructure, and more. Hence, there are risks of the host country tumbling into a financial loss if a budget plan is not produced accurately. Another potential consequence is that if this event was held successfully, there will be returning tourists visiting Italy again. This would give Italy a consistent positive trend on its tourism industry. It was researched that the majority of the tourists would return to visit the country again, considering the infrastructure, facilities, and event was held up to standard. To conclude, the FIFA World Cup is a prestigious competition where every nation football team will want to win for their country. As being one of the bidders of this event, we seek to satisfy the attendees, participants, and officials a world-class event, and we hope that the bid could follow us back to Italy. That's all for today. We will proceed with the Q&A.
Okay, so in one more sentence how you're going to convince me to choose your country to win the bid.
So I'll be answering this question. First of all, as we all know, Brazil is the champion in the FIFA World Cup. They got 5 champions. But do you know who's the second one? No one. If you don't really research for it, I'll be telling you the second one means the first runner-up for the FIFA World Cup. It's Italy. They have won it 4 times, and Brazil have won it 5 times. So as we all know, it would be a sensation in Italy if Italy could use this opportunity to host it, as we all know that they have won the Euro Cup in 2021. So it's a sensation in Italy where football is becoming more and more important after they won the champions in the Euro. And also not to mention that uh, it, Italy has hold the World Cup 2 times before. The first time is 1934, and then the last time means the previous time was in 1990. So it's been a long time away where the last time Italy held the World Cup. So we should take this opportunity to use it and upgrade the infrastructures in Italy so that there will be more and more opportunities for Italy in future events as well. And besides that, we all know that there's Big Five in the Euro, Big Five leagues in the Euro. The first one is the Premier League in England. The second one is the Spanish League in Spain, and the Bundesliga in Germany, the Ligue 1 in France, and not to mention Serie A in Italy. So it's already something it's happening in the country as well. So by having so much stadiums in the country, the cost for upgrading stadiums would be not that high, and also we could use the cost for other purposes as well, so that we will bring up a whole new experience of FIFA World Cup to the attendees and the participants as well.
Okay, thank you. Is there any question from the floor? Okay, proceed.
Yes.
Okay, so the question I would like to ask is, from what we have found out that the last time Italy actually held the World Cup is in 1990. Is there any specific reasons that you guys as the event organizers would want to hold it again in 2026? Thank you.
I'll pass this question to my group mates.
Okay, so for this question, so as we all know that every time there's a big event being held in a country or specific city, the government took the chance to upgrade the infrastructure of the stadium. So this time, we also want to take this chance, as the last time was back to 1990, and infrastructure in Italy right now need upgrades and maintenance. So we would like to secure the chance to succeed this bid so that the country could cater for future sport event. Yeah, that's all.
Okay, thank you.